video on a star AFK farm for Terraria. As anybody who's ever used a star shooter or a superstar shooter knows, stars are a pain in the butt to get after a while. So I redid my original farm on a master mode world, same seed, celebrating 10 years, same world size, small world. And just like in the original, it took me 2072 of each conveyor to reach the center. Only this time, when I cleared the world, after I made it to the one side, I used 5 to 6 gravity potions to find all the floating sky islands. And then I used the highest sky island after I leveled it off to start my conveyors. And I went in and went up because I started by building this first, the main AFK platform, which includes a farm for the plants I need for my potions, because I was having a heck of a time getting enough of them on my main world. I thought, why not? I can get any completed rows fully grown rows when I start to map up for the night. And with the staff of regrowth, I've been averaging a good amount once all 39 out of 40 planters are fully grown out. On the stars, I've been averaging around 700 to 750 in a 6 to 7 hour AFK session. Just like with the original, I set it up so that I'm healing. Got my lava, I've got the chest to make room in. One thing I've noticed in the master mode world is the stars seem to fall much more regularly. And this was my first design. I added the second lower set of conveyor belts with the extras I had. One, to check to see if I was catching all the stars, because in the original I had to add that second underneath because I had it too high. Where it seems where I'm standing is about as high as you want it to be. Also, after filming this part and letting it AFK for a while, I realized I was actually too high. I mean, I'd get the occasional wild zombie or slime come through, but it seemed to be more after I went down to check the plants than standing up in the AFK spot. seems to get one of these full rows to grow in, except for the blink root. For some reason, it doesn't fill out like the rest. I think it's just the way it grows. It seems to take about an in-game month, 2 to 3 full moon cycles to get every plant or near enough to sprout, to bloom like the Dayglow bloom down at the bottom of the screen. So my final build of this, I dropped this an entire 11 blocks, which means moving these top 3 rows down, and I also moved my rooms for my NPCs into the top part here, and adjusting as I did it. I also realized, now that I've got the pylon, I only needed 2 NPCs to keep the pylon running, and with 3 to 4 NPCs it created the town, which kind of made monster spawns reduced. And we'll be seeing shortly the final form. Okay. Now, I basically got all the same things I had in the other one. And I did keep the other one. I figured I'd at least use it to mine sand and stuff I don't want to damage, that I want to get a lot of, that I don't want to damage my main world too badly to get. Like sand for glass. Very shortly here, we'll look at the map. And as I said, I put that bottom in just to see what would happen. Did go a little too far, but I wanted it 3 blocks away from the lowest island. Just enough for my character to pass under. So just to get that measurement, I had to do that. Now this is my final form. And this is, the whole thing dropped 11 blocks. I also added what's basically like a rooftop out of conveyor belts. All the extras I had from lowering it. And got 6 more buckets of lava and filled the top and evened it out here. Also, as you can see, I eliminated 2. Leaving it AFK, I left it that way so that, or the way it is, so I can either use these empty rooms as storage, or if I'm not getting what I want properly, which is mob drops. I can lower it. I also added a moon dial. It's not very handy, but at least I can see what the phase of the moon is until I get a sextant, which I still haven't gotten from fishing. I think that's the only piece I'm missing to make the PDA and cell phone. And having this layer of lava up here takes care of these eyeballs. One of the big things to make sure you have equipped is that nice yellow treasure magnet. It really extends the range of your pickup, so nothing gets lost while I'm standing here. It's basically all the same. I just lowered it down to where I'm almost even with the island in the hopes to get more spawns in. And like I've said in the previous video, whatever you do, don't do more than kill the boss that spawns on its own. Don't go hunting the Crimson and or corrupted boss. Don't go hitting the wall of flesh. Just to keep it even. Because I've noticed in the original farm, I did kill the Brain of Cthulhu, and luckily the meteorite didn't take out my conveyor belts. I swear it used to do that. But I noticed a sharp decrease in those nights where you get the extra stars. Because I've had in this world, I've had nights where I've gotten over 100 stars in one night. Matter of fact, just before it was the night just before this blood moon, I had 110 stars just in one AFK session. About 3 minutes left. And like I said, that moon dial is handy more for being able to see the moon phase. And if you've got the weather thing from the fishermen, you pretty much don't miss what plants are ready to be harvested. I can see my deathweed. If I wanted to, I could harvest it now and would get about half of the load. But I had left it to rest, so I'm only harvesting it on the full moon unless 95% of it's ready to harvest during a blood moon. I know I went in, was it today? When I'm recording my voice, and had a full moon and a full harvest, and the very next night was a blood moon, where only about 4 or 5 plants were ready to harvest again. Really, there's nothing much else to add. I did keep 2 imps up to protect me from harpies, but I have noticed, well, AFK, I have not seen a single harpy anywhere around the base, even after reducing the staff to just 2 NPCs. And I kept the 2 staff members I found to be important for the build, which is the ammo dealer, because he has the most room to sell stuff off to, and the steampunker, just in case I want to do anything else with the conveyor belts and run out. And I can also sell stuff off to her. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you guys get the stars you need for your star guns.